Eloise here. This week, I want to talk about the power of group healing. Hey, I'm Eloise Ansell. I'm an intuitive healer based in the UK. Hello, welcome back. This week, as I said, I want to talk about group healing. It's a topic I absolutely adore and I kind of come back to time and time again, but it's nice to kind of revisit topics sometimes. And I don't know, I've made a video on this. If I haven't, not for a while. So, I love doing one-on-one sessions. Like they are, amazing because we can get into the nitty-gritty of what you need as an individual. But we can do that in a group setting as well. And the power of group sessions, even if you're not listening to them all at the same time, because there can be like hundreds of people that have got access to a healing, but because time doesn't exist, I've made a video about that for sure. Uh, everyone's listening in the same moment. So, but when you get a group of people come together to observe and kind of put the energy into a healing uh, for themselves, for someone else, for a group of people, that elevation of the observation makes the sessions more potent and powerful in some ways. So, getting one on one healing and group work really helps because there are so many patterns and habits and belief systems and common ground that we all have as human beings. The suffering of the human journey is, we might have different flavors of it, but we all experience fear, we all experience anger, we all have trauma of some kind. And so we can clear the patterns, we can clear those common experiences and those common things in the group stuff, and then the one-on-one kind of gets to those little, backs of the cupboard that's very unique to you. However, even in a group setting, you can still get to your own nitty-gritty sometimes. Because, like, if I'm going to a session and we have to go back to the first time that maybe you had like a sexual thought or something like that, let's take an example. When that is going to be completely different times for different people, and it's going to have a different energy to it. So for some people it might be pleasant, some people it might not be a pleasant experience, and so that might need to be cleared for various reasons. And so we can kind of put all the permutations of what might need to clear around that thought in the pot, and you can kind of pick and choose from the menu as to what your circumstances are. Now, there may be, more stuff to unpack there individually, but we can kind of go into a lot of depth in a group situation. So, it may be that you felt like guilt and shame having that thought, or you didn't know what it was, or it made no sense and like scrambled your brain, made you feel uncomfortable, made you feel confused. And we can unpack that in a group setting. So there are so many things that we can get to, and it's like I give you a it's like going for a all you can eat buffet. It's like here's all the options, pick what you need or what you want off the table. So even in a group setting, you can get individual stuff cleared. It's very interesting. So sometimes I go into something and I'm like, okay, it might be this for you, it might be this for you, it might be this for you, but I'll always leave that space for something else. And it's always up to you what you take from sessions. So if you don't want to look at that thing today, or you probably wouldn't have picked up the session if that was the case. But if there's one part of the session that actually you need further care to unwrap that, or it's not the right time, or you're busy clearing something else, or there was a lot coming up elsewhere in the session, you'll ignore it. So the way I work is that you'll ignore what you don't need. So it's up to your body what it takes from all my sessions, even one-on-one. So, if you revisit the session over and over again, there may be a point where you actually don't want to revisit some part of it for some reason. Your body's like, I'm busy dealing with that. I don't want to start that again. So I'm going to ignore it. And so it's completely tailored for you, both the one-on-one work and the group work. But with the group work, we have that additional observation. So I quite often share a story. When I was teaching a class once, I pulled a name out the hat to do a session, and it's one of my regular clients came out the hat, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting," because normally someone who's never had a session, but they came out the hat, and they were on the table, and we got to something, and I'm like, "Oh, we couldn't have got to this in a one-on-one. We had to have the group observation to help shift it." So really fascinating, and so like getting one-on-one work and group work can really help get to all the angles and all the depths of it. And obviously, one-on-one work's great, but you might not have the funds to have a session every week. I do actually offer like 3 months of sessions every week. If you want to know more about that, drop me a message. But like sometimes we just need a little bit more helping hand, or we're really ready for a shift. You know, I don't take just anyone for those, but they're there if needed. But mostly, we do a session once a month because, money, time, my availability, all the rest of it. But with my group work, it's always there for you. So if you've ever jumped into any of my group series, revisit them, have a look at them. If you've not, check them out. I've got something bubbling with this, so there's going to be more group stuff coming out soon, available for everybody in a new format. So get ready for some excitement there. And in February 2026, I have my annual Stepping into Love series. So keep an eye out for that, so how you can sign up, because I normally do 2 weeks of sessions around Valentine's Day on our relationship with ourselves, as well as our relationships with others and lovers and all the rest of it. It really is focused on our relationship with self. So that's going to be a really delicious series, and it's free. So you can check out my group sessions if you like then. I don't know when you're watching this video, but there'll be a link below if they're available and live, and you can go and find them somewhere. So group sessions are really healing, and they're such a beautiful aspect of something that you can add in to your kind of healing package or whatever it is that you're doing for your journey. And you can pick and choose and pick them up when you need them. And like some of my clients that have got access to some, they just kind of scan through them and see which one pings for them. Your intuition will let you know what would be the best contribution to you in this moment. And a lot of people, when they can't sleep, will put one of my sessions on, and look, you kind of zoom out. So they're such a blessing. They're such a gift to have available to you. So yeah, really cool. So if you want to jump into any of my group series at any time, I normally do a few every year. So keep an eye out. I will put some links to this video in the future when things are in place. But for now, I'll put my free group sessions below. You can go and listen to those if you've not before, and try them out. See if you like them. You don't know what's going on under the bonnet. We do not know what's going on. We can't consciously see everything that's happening, and we don't know everything that we've picked up, we've been programmed with, all these layers of stuff in the subconscious and in the body that's been housed and stored. And it's great to have a clear out every now and again. It's like having a spring clean. You got to do the weekly cleaning, but we need the spring clean every now and again. And so group sessions can really dig deep sometimes and get to the stuff that we don't know is there and clear it out. So if you want to know more, find some links below, test them out. And as I said, if you don't need it, you don't take it. So completely up to your body how much it receives. And final point is that we never unpack something in a group session unless you've got the support around you to deal with it. So if it is something that needs a lot of support and like a container, you're not going to kind of go into that cupboard unless you've got that support around you, or you've got some other help or support in your life that will help you through that. Or if you feel like you need it, you can always reach out to me for some one-on-one sessions. So enjoy the magic of group sessions and series. If you have any questions, please put them below this video. I'd love to answer them. And have a great week. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.